Let's start with Doomfist. Doomfist's new abilities. Power Block. Okay. Doomfist has moved to the tank role and his kit has been adjusted as well as his HP increased. Rocket Punch had its damage lowered significantly, but receives additional functionality through a new ability introduced to the kit. The new skill, Power Block, which of course allows him to absorb damage for a short amount of time, will charge his Rocket Punch's damage temporarily to compare levels as they are on live today. Rising Uppercut and Seismic Slam have been made into one ability in that Doomfist will uppercut at the start of his ability while slamming down in a much wider area to provide crowd control. The damage of this ability has also been described as moderate. So how true is this? We don't know. We don't know. Right? We're not sure. But by the sounds of it, if this is true, right? If this is true, Doomfist's playstyle as a tank on paper is very similar to Zarya in that your goal would be to build charge on your gauntlet and then aggress with your gauntlet to try to make plays, as well as the fact it seems like Uppercut and Slam have been made into one ability, which is very interesting to make room for the Power Block, which means, by the sounds of it, his Slam should have way more utility than it does now because it seems like it's been combined with Uppercut, but we don't know for sure, right? So it seems like Doomfist is going to be a lot like the playstyle of Zarya and very clearly is probably more of a off-tanky play style than a main tanky play style. Like, he doesn't have a shield. You know, he has... Because Doomfist obviously wouldn't have a shield, right? He's just got his gauntlet to try to absorb damage, right? So, well, that's not cap. I don't know. This is all speculation. We're not sure how true it is, right? So, you know, we'll see. Orisa's kit has changed significantly. As of her previous kit, she only keeps Fortify, which now also gives her additional HP, allegedly. She has received 3 new abilities, while her Halt, Supercharger, and Protective Barrier have been removed. Instead, she has received a new ability called Energy Spear, a javelin, which knocks opponents back upon hit and deals additional damage when shoving them into a wall. Her new E ability, Spear Spin, destroys projectiles in front of Orisa, giving her additional movement speed and pushes enemies out of the way. So now Orisa has kind of become a brawler on paper. Again, if this is true, I'm not really sure how true it is. The source is Yiska. And sources Sojourn, Orisa, and Doomfist abilities from Overwatch 2 PvP Alpha. Let's take a look at Sojourn as well. We'll read this article too. And this article will be down in the description on YouTube. Finally, her new ultimate, Terra Lance, pulls opponents towards Orisa in a large radius, reducing damage taken as she becomes immune to crowd control effects and channels this ability. The longer the ability is channeled, the more damage is dealt. So, it seems like, if this is true, a lot of the heroes that people complain to Jeff Goodman about that give passive value instead of proactive value, Brig, Orisa, Double Shield, have been changed completely. So that Overwatch is a game about being proactive again rather than passive, which is something that a lot of players liked, right? Theoretically, spreading the skill floor and the skill ceiling of the game once again to be more like the original game, right? Very interesting. Now, we don't know how true this is, right? This is all speculation. We don't know how true this is, to be clear, right? But I think this is very, very interesting. As well, sources say that Sojourn has left a very strong first impression and is likely overtuned. Sources have advised that she will need to be adjusted down a notch as she currently dishes out an impressive amount of damage through her anti-railgun or her railgun ability, allowing her to one-shot 200 HP targets in the head. Oh. and a grenade that likely also slows enemies in an area around it. Her power slide ability has both horizontal and vertical movement and is on a 5-second cooldown. Allegedly, in practice, it apparently plays like an improved and more fluid version of BAP's Exo Boots. Uh-oh. Interesting. So here's the article. Again, we don't know how true this is, but this is what people are saying. I guess you guys will have to wait and see. But, you know, I mean, this is potentially very interesting. And, like, based on, like, a lot of the information that's been trickled out here and there, it really does seem like they're trying to make Overwatch be more proactive, which is very good. So, yeah, these are the Doomfist, Sojourn, and Orisa leaks. Not sure how true they are. Not sure if you guys are going to have to know. But I think this is, I think if this is true, this could be very, very interesting and be good for the game overall. And that's my reaction to the Doomfist leaks. So we will continue to queue, and I'll let you guys look for more information somewhere else. Very interesting.